Two fierce rivals. It's the Minnesota Twins against the Chicago White Sox. 2K Sports and Major League Baseball.
An afternoon at U.S. Cellular Field with the fans ready to rock and roll. And we'll see the Chicago White Sox playing to an eager home crowd today. And I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. Welcome, Major League Baseball, 2K Sports. Their starter, Jake Peavy. Steve, he's facing the Minnesota lineup today. Tell us his thoughts.
Well, it's a phenomenal lineup right here. That's why this outstanding right-hander is going to have to be on top of his game to be able to neutralize some of their big bats and get the outs he needs. He has to work ahead in the count or they'll make him pay.
Here's a look at Ron Gardenhire's lineup presented by Pepsi. Scouting pick, John, who are we looking at today?
Well, when Delmon Young first came up to the big leagues, you saw unbelievable potential, and he put it together briefly for one season. But then it's been a struggle as far as his power bat goes. But I think he's working on this thing. His head's in the right place, and when it is, he can be one of the more potent forces in baseball. Let's see if he can get it going today.
It'll be Denard Span leading us off. Well, Twins losing their last game. And after that losing in Game 1, time to try and salvage this three-game set against the White Sox. And that one will head all the way to the backstop for a ball. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. And a moment to check out the defensive alignment for the White Sox. Particular standouts here, Steve?
Well, they're confident with Alex Rios out there. Just a solid all-around defender with a strong throwing arm. He's a quality defensive player.
And it's Delmon Young now. Runner on first. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Young makes contact, fouled off. Here's the 0-1 from Peavy. And a good eye there by Delmon Young. That'll even the count.
Gonna have to look for a little bit more patience at the plate in this game because last game out struck out.
Span stealing. And he's in there at second base. And he is safe at second. Ground ball headed for the middle. Beckham. And mark your calendars. This Friday, it'll be Kevin Youkilis and the Boston Red Sox. They take on the Tampa Bay Rays. Game gets underway 7 o'clock Eastern. Joe Mauer gets a shot here. He's got 2 on. Nope, that one not in there. Peavy missing.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
And this is inside, and that hit him hard.
I know he didn't want to do that. That's going to load things up now. Well, this is a make-or-break moment for Jake Peavy in this game right here.
And he's in a whole lot of trouble right here, Steve. You got the bases loaded. This ball game is tied, but maybe not for long.
Well, it's still early. If they can get the double play, even if a run scores, they would absolutely take that.
At the belt, the 1-0. A line drive towards the hole, and Creedy gloves that one. And that will keep the bases loaded.
Well, he gets the first out of the inning right there. Now let's see if he can continue to bear down, work his way out of this jam, and keep the score tied.
Bases are loaded here with only 1 away. And he watches a cut fastball to start the at-bat for strike 1. Lifetime 289 off the White Sox. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. Over to second for 1. On to first, safe. Can't get the back end of that one.
Left fielder, number 16, Jason Kubel.
Well, a big RBI single right there, and I tell you, anytime you can put that first run on the board, the momentum is in your favor.
And Kubel's in the box. What we're seeing here is just a great push. They've been able to jump out in front here in this ball game. You love to get the other team down early.
And Gary, you can never underestimate the importance of an early lead. It can allow the pitcher to go right at the hitters and pitch with confidence.
Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. And it doesn't hurt to get that starter to throw a few pitches either.
Well, he's going to need to settle down a little bit here so he can stick around later in the game.
Grounded up the middle, and Ramirez fields the ball. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. They come out strong, putting a run on the board early. Minnesota's out in front, 1-0. Nick Blackburn's going to be pitching. He'll be Minnesota's starter. And as he looks at this White Sox lineup, what are they going to see from him today?
As a manager, when you send Nick Blackburn out to the mound, you know you're going to get a competitor. He's going to give you an effort out there. He's a guy that really goes at the hitters. His slider is his put-away pitch. To be most effective, though, he has to get strike one.
And the first pitch, swung on and missed, 0-1.
Apparently, he's looking for something a lot harder than that four-seam fastball. I don't know what else he has because he's way out in front.
Waves at that fastball in the hole now, 0-2. Fastball swung on and missed, struck him out, one away.
When you're getting guys out with 3 pitches, you know you're dominating.
That's a time when you know you're definitely in the zone, and he was on that at bat. And it's Alexei Ramirez now, one away.
And Alexei Ramirez is a guy who can do a lot of things offensively, kind of like an Alfonso Soriano guy who can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but he can also hit for a high average.
Ramirez will foul that one away. Alexei Ramirez, first seen in the 06 World Baseball Classic. He had an impressive series. A lot of scouts hoped, and the White Sox were the ones that got him.
And he started out in 2000.
Well hit towards the middle. Picked up by Hardy. And so Ramirez retired. Lineup for the White Sox. Let's take a look. It is courtesy of Pepsi. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, when you think of Paul Konerko, you think of reliability. He's a guy that year in and year out you can count on, and he produces for you. And in this game today, they are definitely going to count on him to do some big things. And don't be surprised if he comes through.
And it's Paul Konerko now. Base is empty with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And with 2 down, they've got a man on board. Now's a good time to take a quick look at Minnesota's defensive center. Now, Steve, anyone in particular we should keep an eye on?
Well, as an everyday shortstop, J.J. Hardy's one of those guys that makes every routine play you want out there. Very good at the slow roller, getting rid of it quickly.
Carlos Quentin at the plate with 2 away.
Coming into this game, he's got to have some confidence because he picked up 2 hits last time out, so got to be seeing the ball pretty well.
Not sure what he was going for on that one. That's a bad pitch that was down in Mother Earth. Pitch on the way. Strike 2. Now with no balls, 2 strikes, Quentin needs to protect that strike zone. Hit sharply towards the hole.
Let's check out last year's American League rankings and see where the Minnesota Twins fell in the standings. 3rd in batting average, 3rd most in hits, and this team really delivered in the clutch overall, ranked among the top 5 teams in the league, hitting with runners in scoring position. They seem to thrive on those occasions when they had a runner on base to come up with those big hits.
And Beckham's in the box. 2 down. Runners at first and second. Swings, hits this one pretty well. Deep right center. And it's in there. They're going to try and score Konerko. And the throw. And Konerko will score. And safe at the plate, he comes across. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double. There's 2 RBIs on that hit. Here's our WPA graph, courtesy of Pepsi.
3 consecutive hits he's given up. He can't be out of gas yet. He just has to bear down and get somebody out. They don't want to go to the bullpen this early in the game.
Now a swing and a shot toward second. Throws on to first. Side is retired. They pick up 2-3 hits, strand a man. The White Sox leading now. They've got the momentum.
For the second inning.
Well, we're trying to keep warm. Very crisp, chilly afternoon. Players needing just a bit longer to get warmed up today. Here's J.J. Hardy leading it off. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. On the ground to short. So Hardy is set down.
Second baseman, number 20.
Tolbert at the plate. One out, bases empty. And he checks his swing. They say he didn't go around, but they're going to appeal down to third. Well, obviously not the call they were fishing for, so we'll try it again. Strike one. Peavy evens the count. And he lays it down. He'll try to beat it out. Peavy. Throw is not in time, and that will be an infield single.
Third base.
Well, defense tries to get an out here, but they come up empty. Now you get a guy safe at first base.
Punto at the plate. One out, man on first. And swing and a miss on Peavy's pitch. 0-1.
Well, he's got great movement on that two-seamer. It's one of the best around.
Inside for a ball, evens the count at 1.
Oftentimes a pitch like this, in on the plate, backing the hitter up, is a setup pitch for the next one to go away. Let's see if he throws it there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, second out in the inning.
But Gary, he threw a two-seamer. Here's K-Cam.
Denard.
Good job of keeping him guessing by changing speeds out there.
And boy, John, you saw the effect of that swing. He wasn't even in the same time zone.
But going from off speed to a heater like that is never easy, and even guys that make the big bucks have a hard time adjusting.
The first pitch. That one misses. It gets away from the catcher. There's the throw. Safe at second. So they can't make the play.
But Gary, to make the error right there, you just don't want to do that. It's just not good baseball.
And Peavy with a 1-0 delivery. Inside on the slider, 2-0. On the way. The 2-0 pitch, a fastball, but he missed. Strike one. Back up the middle. And the throw in time for the out. So Jake Peavy holding it down. He's settling in now. No runs allowed in the second. And it'll be the White Sox.
Second inning.
And it can be tough. Sometimes you get that odd shadowing. It makes it hard to see the ball when you're at the plate with those clouds moving around. Leading it off, A.J. Pierzynski. Pretty good numbers, 6 for 14 last year against Nick Blackburn. Oh, what a drive. He smashed it. And he cannot cut it off. It's up against the wall on a bounce. So with nobody out, he's aboarded second after that double.
Well, this could be a start of a great inning for these guys. You like to swing on this, and good hustle also to get to second base. Now, still 3 outs to go with the man in scoring position.
This one's grounded hard up the middle. And Grady retired. Look at the early schedule here for the Twins.
Designated hitter.
They wrap up the Chicago series today. And after that, defending home field, they'll do it against the Red Sox and their star, Dustin Pedroia. That series bound to be competitive. That's a 3-game series. After that, they kick off a series with the Kansas City Royals, a little division rivalry. Home sweet home for a while here. They'll try to make the most of it. It's going to be Knicks now.
Well, looking back to 2009, Nick Blackburn, another solid season for the Minnesota Twins. Only 11-11, but he pitched over 200 innings, and when you're the Minnesota Twins, that's what you need. You need your pitchers to give you a lot of innings to save your bullpen.
This is that fastball already 0-2. For Nick Blackburn, he had the stuff to win a lot of games. Ended up going only 500. He's got to turn some of those around now. Swing and a ball hit well down the right field line into the corner. Goodbye, a 2-run homer. A little distance now, increasing their lead 1-3.
White Sox lead expanded here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Number 24.
Base is empty, 1 out. First pitch, here it comes. And he can't catch up with that one, 0-1. And the home run there, Steve, the pitching's going to have to be very careful now.
Well, that's right. Damage control is critical. You don't want this inning to get out of control.
To left center, into the alleyway. He'll likely get extra bases on this. And he'll stop at second base, and it will be a double.
They tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
And so Ramirez retired.
Coming to bat for the Chicago White Sox. First base.
Paul Konerko to the plate, runner in scoring position.
Hoping to try to continue some momentum off of his last game when he picked up 3 base hits. See if he can't keep it going.
And he starts Konerko out. Swung on, hit. Oh, that'll move you on the mound. He just barely got out of the way. Tremendous situation now for the White Sox.
Well, a key contributor in that last win. 3 big hits in that game, and he's seeming to find a way again to get it started.
And it's Carlos Quentin in the box now. Swing and a long high drive deep into right center field. Goodbye, home run, good for 3. Steve, he knocks in a 3-run homer. They lead by 6.
White Sox lead expanded here, Gary. They just keep getting big hits.
Number 15, Jordan Beckham.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a fly ball to right center. Oh boy, this is getting a little ridiculous here. Looks like batting practice. The throw. He's thinking 3 here. They apply the tag. He is out at third. Not before they tally 5 times, thanks to 2 home runs in the inning. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. Leading it off, Delman Young. Base hit his last time.
Number 21, Delman Young.
First delivery to Young. And swing and a miss on Peavy's pitch. 0-1.
Well, this one here was no doubt about it. The late break on that slider. I mean, what a devastating pitch, and the hitter just couldn't catch up.
Young makes contact, fouled off. And Brzezinski calls for the pitch. Ball! And that's the ball. Peavy too far outside with it.
When you throw a breaking ball like this, you want to start it on the corner and break it off the zone, trying to get the hitter to chase. The hitter didn't take the bait here.
That's foul, back behind the plate.
Bring it, White Sox!
1-2 pitch coming. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 on Delman Young.
That's a lot of movement there for a pitch at 87 miles per hour. Well, Gary, that's an outstanding slider. That great late action with 2 strikes. Not much you can do with that one. Tough one to hit.
And it's Joe Mauer now.
And the beating that a catcher takes behind the plate, it just amazes me the numbers that Joe Mauer can put up offensively, and to be able to handle that young pitching staff like the Minnesota Twins have. That's why, to me, he's the most valuable player in the American League.
And he looks at one in there for a strike, 0-2. Joe Mauer is certainly a true hero in his hometown. If anybody was ever made for the city that he plays in and the team he plays for, I would think it's Joe Mauer.
The toughest thing in sports to me is for a guy to be able to play in his hometown, his big league career. Joe Mauer has done it. He's a hero there, and he will continue to be a hero just for the simple fact that he puts up unbelievable numbers year in and year out for the Minnesota Twins.
Called strike, 0-1. 1 for 2 lifetime against Jake Peavy. The pitch. Strike 2. Morneau falls behind on that one. Here's the pitch. Still 0-2. Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. No runs, no hits, nobody crossed the plate in this half inning, and nobody left on base. White Sox 7, Minnesota 1. None other than Ozzie. That's Ozzie Guillen. And he has to be happy with the work on the mound, especially that last inning. Insurance run, so important. And he starts Rios out. Hit hard to second. Tolbert. One away now.
For the Chicago White Sox. Number 12.
Going to be Brzezinski.
Well, A.J. Brzezinski put together a pretty solid season for the White Sox in 2009, hitting .300. He doesn't strike out a lot. He's a contact guy. You'd like to see maybe drive in a little more runs, only 49 RBIs. But I tell you what he does for the pitching staff is something that can't be ignored.
Swung on, line to right center field. And it's through into the gap. Should be extra bases. And he's in at second with a double, 1 out. A.J. Brzezinski, you look at the size and you think you're going to get a lot of big power numbers from him, but that has not been the case. He's really more of an on-base percentage guy.
He's an on-base guy. He works counts. He makes pitchers work, and he has the...
Hard grounded to short, and Hardy picks it up. And Creedy retired.
At the plate for the Chicago White Sox.
It's going to be Nix now. He homered earlier in the ballgame.
Complete game here for him. I mean, you talk about the RBIs, the homers. I mean, this guy's doing everything today.
Runner on second and 2 outs. And here's the delivery. Swing and a rocket toward short. And he throws on to first. That'll retire the side. They pick up no runs on 1 hit. And so Michael Kadaya leads it off.
Now, if you got a chance to see the last game, you saw he seemed a little bit flustered at the plate, expanding the strike zone, striking out twice in that game.
And there's ball one. He had a very solid .385 average last year against the White Sox here in Chicago. Strike one, Peavy evens the count. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. Smashes that one towards the shortstop. And Kadaya retired.
Minnesota Twins. Left fielder, number 60.
And Kubal's in the box.
And the great thing about having a guy like Jason Kubel on the team is when he DHs, then Joe Mauer catches. When they need to give Joe Mauer a day off, you keep him in the lineup as a DH, and Kubel can go play the outfield. It makes him such a diverse team.
The pitch from Peavy, too high for a ball. Jason Kubel is noted mostly for his offense, but actually has a pretty strong arm. So moving him around in the different positions he gets to play, it does not hurt you defensively.
No, and that's the big thing, and that's the way the Minnesota Twins have to be built. They have to be built on a team of a bunch of guys that play multiple positions.
This is in the air, straight away left. And that one falls in there for a single. And that's going to bring J.J. Hardy up.
Well, he did his job right there, getting on base. Now with one out, let's see if they can move him around and get him in scoring position.
One down, runner at first. Hardy settles in, first pitch. Swing and a miss, but he was right on it, 0-1.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one, swung the bat well.
Leaves that one alone. Hardy shows patience, evens it up. He's batted 0 for 11 over his career off the White Sox. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Good spot for the cutter that time, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. And J.J. Hardy comes up empty with that swing. Strike 3 will set him down.
79 on the gun. And look at the break on that pitch on K-Cam.
He was picking on him on the inside part of the plate.
Well, he made the pitcher's job so much easier by taking that swing. Better recognition of what the pitcher's trying to do out there could help him in his next at-bat.
First pitch to him. Cut fastball swung on and missed, 0-1.
Boy, that good late movement down, that cut fastball, unbelievable action on that pitch.
Strike 2. Peavy dominating in this AB. He's got some pitches to play with. Cut fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. The White Sox maintaining their lead. The top of the order is due up next. And if you just joined our broadcast, great to have you on board. 2K Sports Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk. And Posednik's batting. He led his division in stolen bases a season ago. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to Morneau. 1 away.
Shortstop, number 10.
And in the batter's box, it's Ramirez. Lifetime, a .421 average off Nick Blackburn. He delivers. Here's a swing, a fly ball deep down the line and right. This is a one-hopper off the wall. And he ends up at second. That's a double.
A good job right there getting on base here with 1 away, standing on second base. Now a single will score him.
RBI chance goes to Paul Konerko.
Well, the thing about Paul Konerko now at this stage in his career is he'll play a lot of games at first base, but when he needs a break, he can go to that DH role. He's not a guy that's going to steal any bases. He has hardly any speed left, but he's a run producer in the middle of that lineup and a leader in that clubhouse.
Down the line and right. Konerko's certainly one of those valuable players, especially in the American League as a bench player, because he does give pitchers concern. You know, if you make a mistake, he can drive one.
Well, he really can, and that's the thing with him. And, you know, you remember back to that World Series year in 2005 with the White Sox, how clutch he was for that team that entire season, and he's still that way at this stage in his career.
Runners on first and second with one out. And he's back easily, made a dive to get in. One out with runners at first and second. First pitch to Quinton. There's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. This one finds its way around, rolling all the way to the wall. And Ramirez is home.
Oh, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
And Beckham's in the box. This is a potent offense on the field right now, really dominating.
It's turning into a rout right now. These guys keep pounding the ball and scoring more and more runs. It's been all about the offense today so far.
This one could be trouble down the right field line. One bounce onto the wall. And Konerko will score. And Quinton scores too. Two-run single on that one.
Center fielder, number 51, Alex Rios.
Well, anytime you're a hitter and you can get 3 hits in a game, you're going to see that average start creeping up to where you want it to be. And he's on now with 1 out.
And he starts Rios out. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. This one to Kubel. And he meanders over to put it away. And there's 2, a double play. They pick up 4 hits in the inning and 3 runs across the plate. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. Punto at the plate.
Third baseman, number 8, Nick Punto.
And the first pitch. And he gets this one by him, 0-1. And last year, 370 against the White Sox at U.S. Cellular Field. Here's the 0-1 from Peavy. Not a pretty pitch, no damage. Ground ball up the middle. Beckham. Over to Konerko. That's one away.
Right fielder.
And it's Denard Span. Grounded out last time. Base is empty with 1 away. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. This one swung on, hit down the line and right. And Quinton pulls it in. 2 away.
Center fielder, number 20.
And Young's in the box. 1 for 2 in the ballgame. And the first pitch. Swing and a hot shot. Oh my, how did he get out of the way of that? Those are scary. Fielded by Ramirez. So that brings up Joe Mauer.
Well, when you check the box scores after this game, you're going to see where this ball scored a base hit. Wasn't hit well, not pretty, but he'll take it.
And the best average in the league last year. And he takes one in there, 0-1.
Well, he ranks near the top, no question about it. A tremendous offensive player and a guy that they're looking to have a major impact in this lineup this season.
Lines this one to the left side, out of play. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. That's a called strike 3 to Joe Mauer. Got him. No runs on a base hit. They leave 1 man on at first. The White Sox still ahead. It's going to be Brzezinski.
Had a real strong offensive game last time out. 3 big base hits.
Brzezinski.
Here's the first pitch. This one is popped up to the left side out of play. Here it comes. Hit up the middle. And Hardy picks it up. And so Pierzynski retired.
The Chicago White Sox, third baseman.
And it's Joe Creedy now.
Joe.
273, the lifetime number off the Twins. First pitch to Creedy. It's 0-1 as he swings and misses at that fastball.
Well, this is what they need to do right now is retire leadoff man. You can't let a leadoff man keep getting on because they keep coming around to score.
Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Creedy, he'll lean in on that zone now.
Well, that fastball right there, he just blew it by him.
Swung on, missed, curveball struck him out, 2 down.
Chicago White Sox.
But he made it look easy right there. Slicing and dicing, just attacking the strike zone. 3 pitches, all for strikes. Sit down.
Base is empty and 2 down. First pitch on the way. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike 1. Now Mauer positions himself. A smash between short and third. This is placed perfectly for a base hit. And that's going to bring Scott Podsednik up.
Chicago White Sox.
Well, with 2 outs and no one on base, chances of scoring a run seem pretty scarce, but they get that 2-out hit. Now they have some life.
2 outs and a man on first. First pitch to him. Swing and a drive, deep left center. And there's Kubel for the 3rd out. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. The White Sox 10, Minnesota 1. And it's Justin Morneau at the plate.
First base, number 33.
Now Morneau is ready. Called strike, and Peavy's got him 0-1. He deals. On the ground to second. Beckham. And Morneau set down.
Minnesota Twins. Designated hitter, number 5.
And it's Michael Kadaya in the box now.
Well, Michael Kadire put together a strong 2009 season with the Minnesota Twins. 32 home runs, 94 RBIs, and he's a guy that can hit anywhere in the lineup.
Played by Konerko. And they get him at first base. Good hustle by the pitcher to get over there.
Now, great work by the pitcher there. He's normally not called upon to play first base. He does a nice job completing the task and getting the out.
And Kubel's in the box. In the division last year, the RBI leader. Cutter just misses. 1-0.
He's a big bat in this lineup and a guy that they count on to help drive in runs.
And Peavy with a 1-0 delivery. That one swung on, hit in the air deep to left field. And that's out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Jake Peavy. He's in line for a win. There is a quick glimpse of Ron Gardenhire. The thoughts of a manager, one can only speculate, but at this point you got to believe he's got some words for that next practice. First pitch, here it comes. That fastball gets by him on the first pitch, 0-1.
Oh, he just swung late on that one. That's what you call getting gassed up.
Can't catch up with it, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, gets away. He's heading for first. Oh, and he's got it over to first base, and they get the out.
Now, great catching. He's earning his money behind the plate today, chasing that ball in the dirt, blocking it, and getting the runner out just in time.
That could be a great way to start the offense if you can get a runner like that on, because that's really a steal when you do. Konerko at the plate.
Well, Paul Konerko just put together another solid season. He's never going to be a guy that hits for a great average, 265, but he's a run producer in the middle of that lineup. 28 home runs, 88 RBIs in 152 games.
Line towards second. There's the throw, and that's in plenty of time for the out.
fielder, number 20.
Carlos Quentin at the plate for 2 away. Had an RBI double this last time. First pitch to Quentin. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Well, 2 outs now, at least trying to quiet down this offense because they have been relentless today, and you got to keep runners off base, and they're doing it this inning.
Back up the middle. And it gets down. Hit after hit. They just keep on coming. He's got 4 today. That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
You talk about a guy who's just wearing out the opposition. That's a 4-hit day for him. He is locked in.
Two outs and a man on first. And here's the first one. Ball hit very well, soaring into deep center field. Gone, a 2-run homer. 2-run homer just adds to a terrific hitting game they've had.
That pitch headed down and in, but somehow he's able to catch up to it. A tough pitch. You really have to have a quick bat to get to that one.
Man, I don't know how you get a 2-run homer on a pitch that good.
2-run homer, huh?
Now
So
batting
Alex
for
Rios,
the
he'll
Chicago
try and keep
White
it going.
Sox. Center fielder, number 51, Alex Rios.
And he starts Rios out. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0. Well, you viewers at home, if you'd like to see a lot of fireworks, hang in, because right now it's just all over this yard.
Now the power being shown off here. Another home run, and it's a highlight reel of power.
Can't cut it off. It's going to roll to the wall. So there are 2 men down here, but they do get a man in scoring position.
Number 12.
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
It's going to be Przinsky. Had just a .224 average last year against the Twins. Throws on to first. Side is retired. Well, they add a couple more runs here and extend their lead even further. White Sox continue to run away with this ball game. And it's J.J. Hardy now.
Shortstop, number 1, J.J. Hardy.
At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Slider misses badly with it. 1-0.
Now, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes, get outs right now.
1-0 pitch. That's a cutter in there. 1-1.
When you can throw the ball down to the zone with that kind of movement, it can be very effective.
Good spot that time. Hit that outside corner. 1-2. The 1-2 on its way. Good cutter. Swung on and missed for the first out.
For the Minnesota Twins.
And one after another just kept him guessing.
Well, great 4-pitch at bat right there to get the hitter out. And anytime you can have quick innings and lower your pitch count, so you're going to stay longer in the game.
Nobody on base. 1 away. And here's the first one.
Hold one.
And Peavy with a 1-0 delivery. There's a swing, soft liner down the left field line. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact.
For the Minnesota Twins, third baseman.
Punto at the plate.
Nick
0 for 2 thus far. 1 out, man on first. At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Cut fastball in there for a called strike.
Okay, 1 out here in the 7th inning. I mean, you have to like the way this is going. They're looking good. The pitcher's throwing strikes. The defense making plays. They've got a big lead. Everything feels good.
Strike 1-1 pitch is a cut fastball taken for a strike. 1-2. Struck him out. That's number 8 in the game.
To the plate.
A good pitch right at the knees there. He swung right over the top of it and just couldn't put it in play.
Span.
And it's Denard Span. Last time up, flew out. Runner on first, 2 away. First pitch to Span. Swung, ground ball to short. And Ramirez fields the ball. Throws to first in time. That's 3 down. Solid outing moves on here. Jake Peavy pitching well. Leading it off, Joe Crede.
Chicago White Sox. Third base.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
Swings, makes contact. It's going to be fielded by Young. And Crede retired. That's 1 away. It's going to be Nix now. 2 for 3 thus far.
He's swinging the bat very well today and doing a little bit of everything. Driving in runs, hitting the ball out of the ballpark, having a good ball game.
Base is empty with 1 away. First pitch on the way. Swing and a liner to right center. This one into the gap, rolling towards the wall. It rolls all the way to the wall. And he's in at second with a double. 1-0.
Oh, with that big hit right there, he only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
And Matt Guerrero gets ready to throw. The Twins bring him in to relieve. And he gets going against these White Sox hitters. What do you think's in store?
Well, Matt Guerrero is one of those relievers that doesn't have overpowering stuff. Fastball in the low 90s, but it's the sequence of pitches that work. He has 2 different kinds of curveballs and a changeup as well. He can throw them all for strikes at any time in the count.
2 outs and a runner on second. Now the first pitch. Up the middle. And that's a base hit. Ramirez on board with a single.
And wow, that's an even 20 hits for this team in this one. An understatement. They have swung the bats well today.
2 men on, 2 men out. On the way. Sinker swung on, missed, 0-1.
That's not where he wants to go with the sinker ball. He's got to throw that down to the zone a little bit more, but he gets away with it up and away.
And with that strike, Guerrero's now in front 0-2.
This pitcher being very aggressive throwing strikes. I think he's going to try to get him to chase.
That's it, foul by Konerko. And Paul Konerko strikes out, could not make contact. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Up next, it'll be the Twins. Number 2 hole set to get things. Look at the manager, Ozzie Guillen. Satisfied manager, I think, right now. He's got the ball club in a pretty good spot. First delivery to Young. And this misses 1-0.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the 9th to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
In for a strike, 1-1.
Well, that cut fastball away. It looks like it's coming down the heart of the plate. Runs to the outside corner. It tends to turn into a pop-up.
Good moving cutter. And it's 1-2 now. He got him. That's 9 Ks now.
The Minnesota Twins.
A pretty healthy break. 88 mile-per-hour breaking ball.
So he takes a cut on this one, trying to yank the chain. Comes up empty.
Well, he thought he had that one dialed in, pitched right down the middle of the plate. What shock it was when it hit the catcher's mitt and he didn't make contact. These are the swings that make hitters want to change bats.
Headed for the middle. And that is in there. Morales base hit. And that'll bring Justin Morneau to the plate.
Well, this is a guy that usually struggles with pitches in and around the knees, but he was able to just drop the bat head on it, got a good piece of wood on it, a quality big league at bat. And I think the best thing that can happen in 2010 for Justin Morneau coming off that back injury is the fact that playing on grass and getting off that turf could help his
For
back.
The Minnesota Twins.
The opportunity for
Designated
offense is
hitter,
right
number
now.
5, Michael
He is
Kadar.
Morneau, a Canadian who gets an opportunity to play some baseball. He, like many of the kids growing up in Canada, thought about hockey for a while, but the Twins are glad he chose the other game.
Well, and I'm sure he's glad he chose the other game, too, just the fact of the numbers that he's put up throughout his career. And I think playing outside with the Minnesota kids and the Canadian kids, hey, they're going to be used to that weather.
Takes a call, strike 2.
Look, Gary, with one out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
Oh, he lost control of that one, and that gets him.
For the Minnesota Twins.
Well, the ball just sailed away from him, couldn't control it, now loads the bases.
And that will bring Kubel to the plate in a big moment. Late in the game, his team down big, but he's got a chance to cut into that deficit, Steve.
But Gary, they're just looking for a big hit right here to keep this rally going and try to get within tying distance.
At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Good patience. Jason Kubel lets that one go by for a ball. It'll even up the count.
Well, good movement on the cutter there, but he's got to get the ball down to the zone. He can get hurt with hitters throwing it up there.
Two-one pitch. There's a swing and a liner. And it's caught by Ramirez. And he's got it. That'll keep the bases loaded.
Number 1,
J.J. Hardy up. And he needs to come through here with 2 down.
Infield got to play back in this situation and get the out at the easiest base.
Slider in the dirt. Good block. Nope, that one not in there. Peavy missing.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching. I mean, listen, just keep getting outs right now. The countdown's there. You only need 4 outs left to win this ball game.
Liner towards the hole, and that's going to do it. Konerko's there, and Jake Peavy is heading in. Working a little domination here today. He has 9 strikeouts. Now time for the White Sox. This is their chance in the home half of the 8th. Leading it off, Carlos Quentin. He's driven home 4 so far.
Number
Boy,
20.
good offensive production today. Some quality at-bats, driving in runs, and then the power's coming out as well. And I tell you what, there's not a pitch he can't hit.
First pitch to Quentin. Back up the middle. Oh, mercy. Boy, that did not miss him by much, but he got out of the way. Tolbert, and he gets in there, no problem.
Now batting.
That's going to bring Gordon Beckham up.
And that is hit number 5 in this ball game for him. Have a day, young man.
A runner on first, no outs. First pitch, well hit towards the middle. 1, and a double play. They got a ball.
But Gary, get a chance to look at this double play in the replay, and this is an outstanding effort to make the catch, get to the bag, and make the throw. That's a rally killer.
And that's going to deny the chance at a big inning here. And he starts Rios out. That's hit foul by Rios. And here's the pitch. Little fly ball to shallow right. No strikeouts, but you talk about confidence. 4 pitches, 3 batters gone. Up next, it'll be the Twins. On screen, to look at the guy in charge, Ron Gardner. He's reflecting right now, not likely a lot of positive reflections, however, in this game. And that misses for a ball.
Well, a non-save situation right here in the 9th inning, and they just want to get outs right now. Try to get the first out of the inning. Take away hope as the other team needs to score a bunch of runs. You get an out, you can really deflate them.
One away.
Obviously, winning big right now, you just want to go out there, make plays, throw strikes, force them to try to put multiple hits together to get back into this game.
At the belt, Peavy kicks and throws. Cutter misses badly, 1-0.
Good movement on the cut fastball there. Just couldn't quite catch the bottom corner of the strike zone. Good eye at the plate.
Drops down a bunt. Peavy. And a good throw gets him 2 down.
Right fielder, number 2.
And it's Denard Span. He's had 1 hit 4 times up. First pitch to Span. Swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Well, it's tough to do any damage when you throw a slider down in the strike zone, and that's exactly what he did right there. Got the hitter to swing through it.
Strike 2 call in the hole, 0-2.
The pitcher showing that he can effectively throw strikes on the inside part of the plate. The hitter now has to make an adjustment, possibly opening up for that pitch next time.
And a grounder is at the last out. And on to first for out number 3, and that's going to do it.
Well, they treated their hometown crowd to a phenomenal pitching performance in this one. A big win on the shoulders of their pitchers.
Now time to recognize our Pepsi Clutch performer. A terrific mound game, the work of Jake Peavy.
Well, you know, Gary, he made just that one mistake, but that doesn't tarnish the shine of this performance today. And I'll tell you what, a manager absolutely loves it when he doesn't have to go to the bullpen. He can give those guys a day off, and it makes them stronger for the remainder of the season. But I tell you, this guy was throwing strikes today, and it was an easy decision to keep him in the game.
Steve, it seemed like they knew from the get-go they had it. This was going to be their day, and they were right.
You and I like the close games just because there's a little more intrigue for all 9 innings, but the hometown fans, they like the offensive explosion and the big win.
And until next time, this is Gary Thorne, along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We'll catch you at the yard.